Tristan, what's up? Hey, buddy, I'm here before the crazies. Ah! Nim! Bad enough I got Eva trying to steal your food. You gotta knock it over, too? Nim's kind of a messy eater. Okay. Okay. Eva, I'm watching you. Eva! What's up, El Pistofo? Clint! What's up, Richard? How are you this morning? You look tired, brother. Yeah, Clint. I just spent more than $100 getting medication. It was not easy getting the medication either. So as you can see, hand is not healing up here. Okay? Here's my swollen hand, here's my normal hand, and the size difference between them is rather enormous at this point. Tristan, I'm glad you made a mod. Haha, you need one. I only made people mods because people were imitating them. Clint. Oh man, I know how that is. My meds cost so much and I get so little. Yeah. It's a $5 medication. Cost me more than $100. Stuff's been around since World War II, you know? MJ, what happened to your hand? My cat bit me before he died. Clint Gage, damn bro, what did you do to your hand? Yeah, dude. I got bit. There's the puncture wound. Okay. And, you know, I thought I had medical insurance. Then I did my taxes and realized I didn't. So I had no way of getting medical aid without going to an emergency room and paying $3,000. So I finally found someone online who would give me the prescription, but you know, it's like it's a $5 prescription, but they charged me like $70 just for the meds, and it was $40 for the consultation. Which, I mean, in things like this, it's not a matter of getting raped or not. It's a matter of how badly you're getting raped. Yeah. So it can take up to 3 days for me to know if this medication works. Riley for the world. Cat bites. Ouch. Been there. Sorry, Richard. Yeah, thanks. Engage. Oh, damn. I know. I didn't know Caramel bit you. Yeah, he was delirious, Clint. I mean, he was been hiding for 2 days, and he was all covered in fleas. And so I washed him. And when I washed him, he bit me. And then he lived for another, like, 2 days and died. The thing about Caramel is he had a heart condition. Every time I took him to the vet, I would find him in a corner, like a couple hours later, breathing hard. Big Fat Mush. Hello, Richard. Guess what I just ate? Hey, Mush. Look at my swollen hand. Your jokes are not appreciated right now, okay? I mean, we deal with it, okay? You don't hurt anybody, but right now, maybe not, okay? This is my Nim Nim Nim. She is now my oldest cat. Nim Nim Nim. Nim, nim, nim. Clint, yeah, my medication costs about 150 for a 3 month supply of promedone, and 3 month supply of is just maybe 25 in reality. Yeah, Clint, this is a 5 day supply of medication. Trap Storm, hi bro, have a doubt. How do you put this layout for your system? I don't know what you mean. Joseph Lemoranzo, Medical Medicatitamo. You know, here's the thing. I got myself a double whammy. Cat knocked over the food again. Oh, but it landed square. Cracked my toe, nail in half, and then I got bit on the hand. So I took 2 days off work. They thought I was going to take more, but I didn't. So I lost 2 days work pay. I mean, I got sick leave, but I lost overtime. And I haven't even gotten my last week's check. So I should get that tomorrow, though. It's no big deal. Oh, yes. Nim says, I love you, Richard. Oh, all research lava. What do you have to say about the Indian-Pakistan war? What do you have to say about the nuclear weapons leakage in Pakistan and how dangerous it is from Pakistan technicians to morning nuclear news? I haven't heard about that yet, all research, but I can tell you this much. It looks like Pakistan is going to get the hell kicked out of it. I mean, it's a good thing the Russians didn't have the bomb first, but... Ugh. Another thing about this is that the pus that comes out of this wound is really disgusting in smell. Sanderban. Hi, Richie said hi. Hey, Sanderban, do you remember which Titan your thumbnail is there? That's Kronos, right? Kronos eating his children. El Pistafo, Richard, how many days supply of meds? 5. Joseph P. said hi. I take them every 12 hours. Sanderban, of course, I come in. The first thing I hear is another thing about this is the pus. Yeah. Frank Burns. I'm gonna poop. Well, good for you, Frank. Sanderban. Guest Dad Kronos. Yeah. Kronos was the head of the Titans. He gave birth to the Olympians, and he ate them. And then Zeus cut him open and let his brothers out. Brothers and sisters. Joseph P. Kitty Kitty Lowell. Or Joshua P. My bad. Sanderban, Zeus's dad. Yes. Zeus was an Olympian, and Kronos was a Titan. See, I'm not ignorant. I I know a little bit about mythology. Right, Nim Nim Nim? Nim is soft. Troubled chap. Rhea gave birth to the Olympians. Kronos was the father. Yes. Kronos was the Titan of time. Yes, that's where we get chronology. El Pistafo, what about pus from wound? I didn't hear what you said. It smells bad. Stinky pus is a bad thing. Cinderband, troubled chap, what's a point? Father Time. Yeah. Pat Sant, I peed my bed last night. It happens. Chicazo, yo yo yo, Richard, I'm back. What's up, Chica? Sanderband, what's up, Monicas? Life with one hand sucks, by the way. It's hard to pull up your underwear. Solaris, yo Rich, what's up, Solaris? Chicazo, chillin', killin' time till the it's killing time. Time takes you by the wrist, directs you where to go. Tattoos and memories and grace and a while. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. Something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. Trouble chap, you only have one hand. No, I have two hands, but the swollen one is useless. El Pistafo, just go to the hospital. I don't think meds will work. Doctor said they'll work, dude. Hospital's like $3,000. Pat Sant, never got invited to sleepovers, and I know why, and that's why I wasn't allowed to top bunk at Boy Scout camp. Pat Sant, my father literally told me that he broke up with my mother because I wet the bed when I was 3. People over fucking act. I mean, cats pee on me all the time. They don't mean to, but then they do. Maybe they do, I don't know. Solaris, did you get your hand amputated yet? No, it's still here. Sanderband, where is the pus located? It's located in that little hole. Chicazo, heck yeah, was our having time of our lives in Celestial Crew, most feared crew on YouTube. Okay. Help us out. How much to replace hand? Sanderband, your father said that to you? Yeah. Well, what he said was that, one of the kids, like, when I was 3, I slept in the bed with my parents one night and I wet the bed. And my father refused to sleep in bed with my mother after that. And, like, 3 weeks later, my mother was like, if you're going to be that much of a dick, don't bother coming home. And he obsessed over this. The last time I heard my father speak, which I was 26 years old, he was going, one of the kids was peeing all over me. And it's like he just wouldn't let that go, He was a vagina. A stinky vagina. That was my father. Mitcha Mills, I'm highly allergic to cats. Troubled you. Troubled chap, look on the bright side. It's not your foot. I ride with a guy who broke his ankle on a scooter the other day. He's screwed. Yeah, but I have an injury to my foot. I couldn't take care of it because of my hand. Robin, if you are replacing your hand, replace it with a female hand. No. Chicazo, look up Look us up with a director. I don't know what you mean there. All research said hi. Joshua P. Stupid phone had a great research. Restarted, I meant. Ekilmonikik. Hi, I have not seen you for a while. Australia. Okay. Nim, please stop with the keyboard. Not 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 the keyboard. Nim! Not the keyboard! Yeah, another thing. It's really hard for me to feed my animals with my hand all swollen. Joshua Peace. Someone's from Australia. Cricky. Huh? Mitcha Mills. I broke my hand doing 130 miles per hour on a motorcycle. I was in Alta Racetrack. You're lucky you're alive. Troubled chap. My dad named Bebe. He made me replace one hand with a lizard head and the other with a plunger, so it makes me more functional. Okay? Cinderbrand, what was the initial incident that created the wound? I was washing my cat and he bit me. El Pistofo, Richard, how many days in the infection are you? 4. Maybe 5. Solaris, Rich, have you ever noticed that there's no 13 p.m.? There's 1300 hours. I go by military time. Trouble chap still got beat to a pulp though. Joshua P. Steve Irwin, some crocodile zoo owner dude from Australia, always used to say, cheeky metal lol. I was never a fan of Irwin. Riley for the world. Richard, refer to my last chat, please. I don't see it, dude. Oh. Cat bites, ouch. Been there. Sorry, Richard. Okay. Deal with that. Elky, me neither. Riley for the world. Apologies, Richard, I may have been censored. Sanderban, I smell is supposed to be the number one way of telling El Pistafo is right. Maybe you should get a second opinion since the smell is bad. I told him the smell is bad. All research. Tell me something about the President Trump and the Indian-Pakistan war. He should not intervene because it'll only make it worse. Riley for the world. I'm sorry, Richard. It appears I have been censored by YouTube. I'll be quiet, sir. Solaris. The joke was that there was no 13 p.m. because the 24-hour time system doesn't use p.m. or a.m. Trouble chat. Feels bad, man. And the thing is, guys, when I was driving into work yesterday, I could grip again, the swelling had gone down, and it really felt like it was draining. Then while I was at work, it just got so much worse. Natron Gray. Where's your neck, bro? In your mom, bro. El Pistofo. Riley, I don't think you're censored. Cinderbrand, show the cat bite again. I want to see it up close. Can't really get the light on it, but yeah, there's a wound. There's a wound under here, and there's a wound on the side. Okay. The canine is what caught me. Canine tooth. Cinderbrand, show the area. Eckley, yuck, feral? No. My cat. Solaris, ouch. Riley for the world. That's okay, El Postafo. I was just referring to Richard's dad as soft, like because of urine. I'm a father of three, so urine is nothing. Now Scrat, on the other hand, yikes. Yeah. Okay, I don't want to offend people by telling them what my father really is. Trouble chat. If you are certain words, YouTube will just not even allow the message to go through. Yeah. El Pistafo, Richard, can I get pistol and badge before you go to the hospital? Solaris. Every time I see it, it looks worse. Yeah. M.A. Are you from your security job today? Yes, I'm off from security today. I'm back on duty tomorrow. Riley for the world. Richard, your fine was just sharing, sir. Again, Riley, I used to say about my father, he couldn't get a decent woman because most women like the vagina to be between their legs, not sleeping in the bed next to him. Cinderbrand, I don't like the feeling of my gut about this, Richard. You just promised us you'll go to the hospital if it gets worse. I won't have a choice if it gets worse, dude. Can't get much worse at this point. Although, the dark spot around the wound is not getting bigger. El Pistafo, the look you shot me made the question worth it. Elki, how many bongs have you ripped today? I have never ripped a bong. Riley for the world. Good man, Richard. Good man. Cinderbrand, Riley, I like the cut of your jib. A jib, by the way, is a type of sail. The first sail on a triangular sailing ship, I believe. I have an incoming call that I don't care about. I wish I didn't do these on my phone. Rally for the world. Thanks, Papa Cinderbrand. Elky, cut of chin, what W? Jib, not chin, jib. Rally for the world, is that Samantha Joso? Solaris, Rich, you're gonna have to cut it off and go for pirate. Go full pirate. Arr. 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 El Pistafo, just notice this screen pic looks like garden gnome by tree. Yeah, it kind of does. I mean, it's rust, but... Sanderbrand, Pope Quiz, Pirate Edition, 3 sheets to the wind. 3 sheets to the wind, commonly, you're that effing drunk, also would mean that the sails you use to guide your ship have lost their ropes and are flapping free in the wind. 3 sheets to the wind means we're out of control. A ship is out of control when its sheets are in the wind, and a person is out of control when they're so drunk they're moving around like a ship with 3 sheets in the wind. Elky, sort like Shirley Temple, but he type. Riley for the world, I enjoy your photograph, Richard. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, Riley, I mean, again, have you ever gone to my blog? Richard, Photographs of a Mad Richard? Because I post a new photograph every day. Chikazo, I pee in the wind. That's not very smart. Solaris, someone has to walk the plank. Shiver me timbers. Mateys, it be bad luck not being nice to the ship's cat. Elkie. Elsie Elkie. Okay. Oh, Elsie. Okay, I see. Riley for the world. I will visit your website, sir. Thanks again. Elsie, not Elkie. Yes. You should put a space. Chica, what for lunch, chat? Don't know yet. El Pistafo. Richard, I post penny vid that has image of Walter White. Trouble chat. My baby made me wear a bulletproof vest for target practice. No? It does happen. I don't see any Walter White here. Your last video was 7 months ago. Shorts. Oh, here we go. Okay. Okay, the hand is hurting. Trouble chat. Cinderbrand. Tommy like Wingy. Riley for the world. Send my regards for your precious caramel. Yeah, dude. Elsie, my dumb is founded. El Pistafo, under Y in Liberty. Yes. Guacamole, do you like cheeseburgers? Who doesn't? Riley for the world. Shout out to El Pistafo. Cinderbrand, go to ER now. I'm fine, dude. Takes a while to feel the effects. Chikazo, I want a metal detector to find precious. Airline, take us with you to the hospital. We're all invested in this now. El Pistafo, thanks, Riley. Cinderbrand, well, Pistafo, my new fave chatter. Solaris, I don't even notice El Pistafo was a moderator. Cinderbrand, El. Solaris, congratulations. Riley for the world. 07? Eric Sachs, hey Richard. What up, bro? Not much. Solaris, yo, Eric. I mean, what I really need to do, guys, is get some sleep. I want to make sure. Randy, Daily Verse Romans. 4. If, while we were enemies, we were reconciled by God through the death of his Son, much more now that we are reconciled shall we be saved by his life. Elsie, me too. Eric Sachs, hey Solaris. Solaris, I don't think you can sleep it off, Richard. The medication needs time to take effect, so sleeping would be the best thing. Solaris, I don't think you... troubled chap. You been up all night? No, I slept. It's just... You know, what it was is the middle of the night, the pain was so bad that I got up and I went onto the computer and I found a doctor that gave an online consultation. Yes, El Pistafo, I started the meds. As soon as I got them, I mean, my meds are right here, you know, and I've taken the first one and I have to take another one in 12 hours. Okay. Elsie, sleep is the cousin of death. Yes, well, Solaris. Eric, I'm glad you're not named Bowles. Eric Sachs. Meds and hospital talk is the scratch, and are you okay? We'll know in about 24 hours. Eric Sachs. Ball Sachs. Lol. I mean, look. In 24 hours, if the swelling isn't down, we know that there's a problem. Okay. I mean, when you look at just the size difference here, you know, but I could make a fist yesterday, which I hadn't been able to do the day before, so I thought it was getting better. Trouble chap, it is very intense pain and red, but some Bicatrican zinc on it. You can buy it OTC, over the counter. Elsie, so purring is not a problem. Oh. Should have gotten more to drink. Elsie, what could you make a fist in? Whose mom? Eric Sachs. I did that to myself with a tattoo. My arm was twice the normal size, and it was an infection. Got Antis to put it right. Elsie, I have a mum. Both my parents are now long dead. Troubled chap. I'm serious, man. I had a MRSA infection on my foot 2 years ago. Bacatrican zinc made a big difference. I also obviously had to go to the doctor and get pills. Elsie, I'm a mum. I'm sorry to hear that. El Pistafo. Eric, add a capital B in the middle of your alias. Eric Sachs. Popped a beer, cheers to you. VM. Hey, fellas. Yeah, VM, we're just mentioning the fact that I have finally gotten medication for my injury. Eric Sachs. El Pistafo. I like that idea. El Pistafo. Hey, VM. Solaris, Rich, could you easily dunk on a guy? Prove that me wrong. No. VM. Hey, El Pistafo. VM, which injury, Rich? This one. See how one hand is more massive than the other? Taking my meds for it. VM, holy camole. Solaris, you want to know what else is massive, Rich? I already know what else is massive, trust me. Everyone keeps telling me how massive it is. I mean, seriously, I get my pants down and women are afraid. John Hell Drive. Hello, VM. It looks like an entire bee colony had a harem on your hand. Yeah. MW. How we doing today? We are okay. Eric Sachs. Jesus, man, that looks harsh, bro. I felt a lot worse. But guys, I have an extremely high pain tolerance. You know, it's like my brother used to do this thing. He was a lot older than me. He's 4 years older than me. He'd pin me to the ground and he'd pinch me, right? And then he'd twist the pinched skin. Nat Master, y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Up in here. VM, how'd that happen, dude? My cat bit me. Before he died. Yeah, I'll piss off. A parting gift so I can remember him, huh? What do you think, my nim nim nim? Nim is showing you her bubble gum. There's the bubble gum. VM, was the cat sick or did it croak because of its age? I think he was sick, but he was 13 years old, and he had a heart condition. So, basically it's age, but I mean, you know, he stopped eating, and he was having some kind of anemia. VM, that explains it, yeah. I'm getting a potential. Nim! Not the keyboard! Not the keyboard! Oh no. They say he's got to go, 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 Godzilla! Chikazo, Coke No Cola, Wednesday fam. Solaris, there is an hour mark Richard just ends stream whenever he starts to transform into a werecat. Airline, had you not been so stubborn and called the doctor 3 days ago, guess what? Eric Sachs. That explains it, Solaris. He grows this. peas, looks for mice, and plays with yarn. Artsy fartsy, if you like the vibes of this live, hit the like and subscribe. Eric Sachs, Prawl the Alleys. VM, I think the hand numb, painful to move. What's the sensation? It's the thumb that I can't move, yeah. I mean, there is pain, there's no tingling, but like there are certain parts where it's just like it just doesn't feel right, you know? Chikazo, Richard, do you know any Latin baddies possibly from the New York or Florida? No? Solaris, now where's the Chris Farley vampire so we can create Twilight but fat? Joking. You know, guys, if you do know anybody who does movies, I will be the Chris Farley vampire. Donald Hill, are you like Debbie? Are you little Debbie's brother? You don't tug on Superman's cape. You don't tear the mask off an old Lone Ranger, and you don't mess around with Jim. El Pitafo, Farley Vampire! Yes, Fang Fool! Yeah, I never heard of a pet before, so please educate me on the procedure of handling of the body if we're to die in our home. What? If your cat dies in your home, generally you bury it. You can take it to a veterinarian who will dispose of the body or animal control. Eric Sachs, I'd like to make a parody movie with you as Chris Farley. I look like Rob Schneider, Lemo. Yeah. Chica, that's okay. I don't know any Latin baddies either. Cat ears, they're masters. Yes. One of my great fears is that I'm to die in the line of duty and then no one would feed my animals. Although I would assume someone would be able to get a hold of my sister. And she would be just so happy to know that I was dead. BM, so where'd you bury old Mel? In the backyard. Not very deep, unfortunately, because of the hand. But I'm going to put soil amendment on top of it once I heal up. Jack King Duggan, whoa, it's Peter Griffin. I'm your biggest fan. Mr. Griffin, that's not a growth. That's your penis. Ow. And the, testicles. Ow. Eric Sachs, the internet tells me there's Latin baddies in my area, but it's actually a scam. Whoa. It's a scam. What isn't a scam, though? My brother used to say everything was a scam. Pissed me off. Alright, guys, I may need to take my pain management soon. So we may have to cut this short. J. King Duggan, where are Lewis and Stewie? Wouldn't you like to know? El Pistofo, me telling you to go to the hospital isn't a scam. Dude, I don't have the money for that, okay? Solaris, maybe the scam was the friends we made along the way. Chica, Eric Furfur, God tells me there's a Latin baddie for me somewhere, but gods lie all the time, yeah. Red Shank, your whole system is a scam. Yeah, isn't it though? Hospital bills, yeah. J. King Duggan, Rich, you're a cool ass guy, bro. My ass isn't all that cool. It's actually quite warm at the moment. Red Shanks, we get it for free. Yeah, I'll bet. Okay, guys, it looks like the chat is slowing down. I need to take my ibuprofen. So I'm going to talk to y'all later. I'm Richard.